Good morning. This morning I'm doing a harvest. Got some beans to pick. These big ones I'm going to be using for seeds for next year's planting. Done pretty good with the beans this year. These are just the climbers. I think the bush beans, I'm going to really focus on a really good raised bed for the beans, for the bush beans next year. And we're going to have major tomatoes. I'll have more pickling to do today. And the squash, it's done. So all this can come out. So it didn't do as well as I thought it was going to do this year. So these are the buttercup squash right in there. I'm going to get that out very carefully. I'm happy. There's only 3 of them mixed in with the beans and cukes and pepper plants. That will be happy to get some sunlight because I did way too much stuff underneath this cattle panel. And that's the Hopies in there with tomatoes. There's a baby Hopi right here. That's just tiny. Last year I grew one that was 40 pounds. So, in there, back in there. Meters. There's a big one right there. It's probably 30 pounds right now. I wanted to see if it could get to 60, but I'm not sure. Another one up in there. So I have a whole bunch of the bread clips that I kept. And they don't make the plastic ones anymore. So I'm gonna mark off the beans that I know I have to keep on here for seed for next year. Oh my word, tiniest little cantaloupe ever. And they're always hiding out. Oh yeah, look, there's a big one back here. Got some green peppers here. We got bigger more cukes. I'm really curious to know how much this weighs. This is the mortgage lifter. Got seeds from Ontario Prepper last year. This is one big tomato. 748 grams. Changed it to pounds, and we got a 1 pounder, baby! Friggin' awesome. We have some cukes. This is just so far. 4 pounds. And our beans. Like I said, tomatoes galore. These are black strawberry tomatoes. Just starting to ripen here. I got a lot of canning to do. I think I might even pull these purple Cherokee tomatoes out. Holy smokes. It's embedded right in there. There's another big one. Purple Cherokee. Seed swap this fall, folks, if you want in. A bunch of us are doing a seed swap, so I think it's going to be fantastic. Look at the size of these. And more peppers, cayennes. Beautiful. All of my yarrow is pretty much done. All I'm going to do is take some and dehydrate it, and then we're going to make a salve. I will not do watermelons growing upwards. They like to be on the ground. It's for next year. Look how beautiful these are. Cukes and watermelons can grow together. Sure they can. Just next year, watermelons are going to be growing on the ground. More massive tomatoes. These are the variety Lemon Boy. It's one heavy branch. Other little watermelon won't have a hope in heck to even grow big. I did bury all along with hopes that it would get larger. And we've had a lot of rain here lately, so everything has the powdery mildew. This I'm leaving. That big zucchini, that's going to be for seed. Asparagus, this can all be taken out. It already seeded. This is the rhubarb patch. This all has to be harvested today. Alex harvested some yesterday and combined some with his apples. Yes, he actually did an apple pie filling all by himself. I'm super proud of him. I gotta get this out today. And beautiful sunflower seeds ready to go. Just soak these, ferment them for the birds with their feed. Might be able to squeeze another zucchini out of here. I don't know. I'm just gonna let these ones get big. See all this? Too much rain. Too much rain. That's gonna be a good sized zucchini. Get big for zucchinis. Potatoes and totes. Not dying yet, so them in there. Hopefully they're not gonna be all scabby with the amount of rain we've gotten. And this is the beet patch. So I'm gonna be pulling beets probably in the next day or so. They're gonna be a good size this year. And then you keep all the beet tops. You can make borscht, beet soup, all edible. And over here we have our kale and our carrots. Carrots, I'm not sure how they did. I didn't really get in there to thin them out again, but I'm really happy with the kale production back here. It's super wet back here. Super wet in the leek bed. Some leeks here in my pouch. Also growing stuff on the deck too in pots. I just saw a cucumber right here. And we got peas. So now the peas, I didn't leave them as a snap pea. Well, this one's a snap pea. That one's a snap pea, but these all I'm just gonna use for seeds for next year. Got some more cherry tomatoes. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roast them and then put them to garlic and olive oil and stick them in the fridge. And got black strawberry tomatoes up here. Look at how small they are though. Well, you're doing it in pots, right? Some aromas. Our garlic is drying out nicely. This is our ground cherry patch. I'm in the front yard now. And this is why they're called ground cherries. So these are bush beans, the non-climbing type. So whatever's left of the bush beans here in the front yard, these are just gonna go to seed. This is just our cattle pan up front. Using an inch of this area to be food. Black strawberry tomatoes. These are super fun. Decent sized cantaloupe coming along here. And we got a big pumpkin happening. Let's go check over here. More cukes. And tomatoes. I took all the pumpkins out the other day to allow for the tomatoes to get more sun. Some good sized ones here back here. Red shishito peppers, jalapenos, a little tiny orange one. It's small, but there's more flowers on here, so we're gonna pick it because then all the energy is gonna go to making those flowers turn into fruit. And we even have one straggler or golden raspberry. These are delicious. And a few more little peppers ready to go. And my basil is going to seed, and I need to harvest the rest of this because I'm gonna make a nice pesto, another batch. And this is what a ground cherry looks like on the inside. Little fruit. So that's everything from this morning's harvest. I weigh everything up and I keep track. And so I think it's a pretty decent sized harvest. Those are the pumpkins that I pulled the other day, just because everything had the pumpkin mildew. I think this is decent for this morning. Thank you for watching. Keep on doing the things, folks. And here's a little watermelon that had popped off the other day. So I might even open this up today and see if it's delicious. It's a lot of rhubarb. I got work to do, folks. Looks like after a few years. Oh, that's looking awesome. That's going right to the garden.
Man, that looks really good.
was just using to fill in the space back here off of my deck. And another lemon boy. More sunflowers. Another housecat plant. Some of my beautiful herbs. Peppers in pots. More herbs. Parsley, oregano. In this back section here, I got kiwis temporarily that can climb up the side of the deck. Some lilies all in there, and then our apple tree, and had some beautiful flowers in there along with the Saskatoon berry plant right there. And our first apple. And here's the other apple tree close by, and we got another apple in there. So, oh, let's do a little